Hi, welcome to my channel. In my last video, we took the most beautiful drive to Taos. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'm putting up the card right here and a link in the description below. After getting a good night's sleep, today we would go explore the Taos area. We had a lot to cover in one day. Our first stop today was the Rio Grande Gorge Bridge. The bridge is about 20 minutes away from Taos. The Rio Grande Gorge Bridge is the second highest bridge on the U.S. highway system. And depending on who you ask, it is either the 5th or 10th highest bridge in the United States. There seems to be some discrepancies on the actual height of the bridge. Well, let's just say the bridge is about 600 feet above the Rio Grande Gorge. To me, all of that really doesn't matter. Just look at how gorgeous this place is. You can see the Taos Mountains in the distance. The Rio Grande runs from southern Colorado through New Mexico down to Texas and forms the border between Texas and Mexico. The river eventually flows into the Gulf of Mexico. After seeing the Rio Grande Gorge Bridge, we drove back down toward Taos and headed to one of the historical churches in the area, the San Francisco de Asis Mission Church. Located in Ranchos de Taos, San Francisco de Asis Mission Church was built in the early 1800s. The church is still in use today. This historic adobe church is the only original church that remains unaltered in the Taos area. It stands how it was over 200 years ago. The church is in adobe Spanish colonial style, which encompasses both native and Spanish features. This church might look familiar to Adams Ansel and Georgia O'Keeffe fans here. It was the subject of several photographs by Adam Ansel and paintings of Georgia O'Keeffe. Next, we continue south on New Mexico Road 68, going toward Chimayo. Road 68 is also known as the Low Road to Taos. Yesterday, we drove part of the High Road to Taos. This High and Low Road loop is one of the most scenic roads in the United States. Pictures and videos really don't do it justice. Before we got to Chimayo, we stopped by a winery on the way because we wanted to try some New Mexico wines. This would be our first time visiting a New Mexico winery. Actually, one of my favorite sparkling wines is from New Mexico. After chilling at the winery for a while, we headed down to Chimayo to visit another historical church. El Santaurio de Chimayo is a Catholic church located about 25 miles north of Santa Fe. The history of El Santaurio de Chimayo is pretty fascinating. Long before the arrival of the Spaniards, the native Pueblo people already considered the grounds here sacred. Then around 1810, a Black Christ crucifix was unearthed from the site, and a small chapel was built to house the crucifix. A few years later, in 1816, the small chapel was torn down and a new structure was built, and that's the church you're seeing today. This church is often called the Lourdes of North America because it is a pilgrimage site. An estimated 300,000 people would come from all over the world to visit each year during Holy Week. What makes this site so special is the holy dirt under the ground of the church. This dirt is said to have healing powers. If you like what you're seeing in this video, give it a like, share the video, make a comment, or consider subscribing to my channel. As you can see, we were back in Taos. Last night, we got in so late, so we didn't have much time to explore the historic downtown area. This is Taos Plaza. Doesn't this plaza look similar to the one we saw in Las Vegas in my last video? Taos Valley was the trading center long before the arrival of the Europeans in the late 1500s. The Taos Pueblo natives and their ancestors, the Anasazi, lived in Taos Valley as early as 900 AD. That makes this plaza relatively young because it was established in the 1790s by Spanish settlers. There are many shops around here. Let's go take a look. Tonight, we check out this place called Orlando's for dinner. The restaurant didn't take reservations, so we ended up waiting for about 45 minutes. And many people waited too. And guess what? It was worth the wait. It was amazing. It was one of the best meals we had on our road trip. The next day, we gotta run because we have another full day schedule ahead. I'm going to miss Taos and this hotel. Next, we're going to Bandelier National Monument in Los Alamos. And I will see you there. Thanks for watching.